All right. Alright, sorry for the delay, everybody. So, first lap of the main here, looks like we got Mr. Twister IGR running out front. Air Jordan 72 follows in second. Gabe H rounding out the podium spot as he's battling with Lamastus, it looks like here, and Supite. Go back down to For Real in 6th. Ryan Jr. 7th. MX Mickey 697 8th. Skinner 9th. Audacity rounding out the top 10. Then Pressure Plier and Luke Sparks in the back of the pack trying to charge to the front here. Go back to this lead, Mr. Twister and Air Jordan, two of the top guys that you would expect to see out front here tonight. Looks like they're separating themselves early, but Supite, last week's winner if I'm not mistaken, running closely in 3rd. Houston 2 is definitely a good track for everyone, so again, we'll see if people can, where they can find some space on everyone else, because the lap times are pretty tight here, I think 1 through 12. It's all going to come down to who can have the most consistent ride, not make mistakes. Mr. Twister still in control of this thing early. Air Jordan within striking distance still, but not a lot of changes in the running order here. Alright, back to the front. Still Mr. Twister controlling this thing. Not a lot of changes here in the opening lap. Still 12 minutes to go in this main, though. Really surprised to see Luke Sparks still back here. Really quick on Supercross 4, so maybe in some time here he'll work his way back up. Mr. Twister opening up a bit of a gap now. This rhythm they're going through, I feel like is definitely a key one for both races tonight. Especially on a 250, that triple is hard to get out of the sand, and then this section as well. I was finding a little bit of a line myself, just rolling that first one, doubling in, and triple out. So want to see how these guys can get creative with lines. Oh, it looks like Supite is going to sneak around the outside of Air Jordan. Air Jordan's going to close the door. Going to hold this inside tight. Try not to get reset. Does so. Gabe H putting in a solid ride in 4th. For Real rounding out the top 5. Lamastus, who showed great speed last week. I think he was one of the top guys in qualifying. Ryan Jr., first season racing with us, had a podium in his first ever esports race, which is pretty sick. Not a bad ride for him in 7th. The Audacity moving up from the 10th spot. Trying to pick a couple of these guys off in the mid-range here. Oh, as she goes off track. Skinner in 9th is going to try to capitalize on that. Luke Sparks starting the charge now. Let's go back to the front. Still Twister in control of this thing. It looks like he might have made a mistake, either that or these guys were kind of latching onto him by battling for second. Ooh, Twister looks like he got through that rhythm clean, as well as Air Jordan. All these top 1, 2, 3 right here. Really good line by Air Jordan there to single in. But again, very clean. You see in a couple of these guys up front, Corey in a little bit, tossing the 250s in the turn. Gabe H still riding it out in the 4th spot. Then you have Lamastus in 5th. Not a whole lot going on as far as people making passes. So we're going to go back up to this lead group, as it looks like they're going back and forth. Oh, Supite over jumps that just a little bit. Luckily they didn't come together there. So it looks like Air Jordan is just keeping up. It's about a 2 to 3 second gap here from 1 to 2. It's all going to come down to that consistent ride, guys. See who can hold it together for the whole 15 minutes. Still 9 minutes, a lot of racing to go. Supite's falling off the pace just a little bit, but he's within striking distance. And you're watching these top 3, they're probably opened up about 2 rhythm lanes ahead of everyone else. But 4th, 5th, 6th, all hanging in there, rocking the same kit it looks like. Wonder if there's a team going on there. Nope, not too sure. Ryan Jr. back in 7th with Audacity trailing in 8th. Still the same at the back of the pack. Back up to the lead group here. Air Jordan missed it, but he made his way out front. Looks like Twister might have made a mistake. So watch these guys go toe to toe here. I think 2 of the fastest guys you have to run in the 250 class this year. Kind of looking at your title contenders early in this one, I think. Ooh, Supite's going to miss that triple. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Ooh, we got Twister and Air Jordan going back and forth. Ooh, little cross jump from Twister, trying to keep it on track. Holds the inside here. Looks like they're both capitalizing on that line. Really good drive through this rhythm. And we're going to go ahead and send a warning to MX Mickey here. You're getting lapped. Please move over for the lead group. Thank you. We got Air Jordan and Twister going here. Oh, who is on the track? Alright. He's, no, went ahead and disconnected. Okay, Luke Sparks is out. Looks like a little bit of a rage quit there. Understand, been there. Still got Air Jordan, Mr. Twister out front, 1 and 2. Really distancing themselves. Supite's hanging in there. Lamastus kind of sneaking up on the back of this group a little bit here. Didn't really notice him until just now. Air Jordan still controlling this thing. Mr. Twister right on the back of him. Let's make sure these guys aren't coming up on anybody. No. Good bit of room there to the next lapper. Lamastus still working, showing a lot of good speed. Really starting to reel in almost onto Supite here. Ooh, Air Jordan. Man, these guys are riding super consistent. Oh, Mr. Twister tries to run in on the inside. Might see a pass here. Oh, okay. Bar banging, we love to see it. Looks like Twister got a better drive, was kind of able to wheelie scrub in, and then kind of Corey into that turn and cut down low. This is a spot you'd like to see Twister kind of just latch onto him and study and see, you know, where can he make up some time, or where's the best place to make a pass. Oh, he's going to try to force it in. That's going to shove Air Jordan out just a little bit. These guys are all over each other. Air Jordan's got the inside line. Let's see if Twister tries to shut the door. He's going to maybe cut under. Oh, goes for the triple in. It's going to cost him just a little bit as Air Jordan's, oh, these guys are going at it right now. Oh, Supite latching onto the back of this battle here. 1 and 2 going at it, caused Supite to get into this mix. Let's see what we can do with 5 minutes to go here. This is anyone's race. Oh, Supite's gonna have the inside line, but he's not scrubbing that finish line jump, costing him a couple times I've seen. 1, 2, and 3, all in a row here. Oh, Mr. Twister. I'm gonna have to warn you for that, buddy. Wasn't sure if it was intentional or not, but he looked to come over just a little bit. Kind of knocked Supite into the blocks, but just a warning. Oh, as the two of them are right into this turn here, they just are stuck to each other like glue. Supite able to recover, working his way back into the mix here. I mean, this battle is just too good to go away from. I want to get on the rest of the field here, but I feel like I'm going to miss something. Ooh, Twister's going to stay low, try to get to that inside, but he can't. Let's take a look back at the rest of the field. Lamastus in 4th, just outside of that podium spot. For Real in 5th. Gabe H in 6th. Audacity, good ride there into the 7th spot after being back early. Oh, commentator's curse there. Goes off track. Ryan Jr. 8th, actually into 7th now. Then we got Skinner 9th, Pressure Applier 10th, MX Mickey rounding out that 11th spot. Ooh, as we see Mr. Twister and Air Jordan back at it here. Twister's going to get around. Ooh, he's going to hold that inside line. Let's see how Air Jordan can respond here. Just got to stay cool, try to think out a good passing opportunity here. Supite still in this thing. Lamastus is actually making up on the misfortunes here from the top 3. So this is an absolutely unreal main event. 3 minutes to go. We have 4 guys within one stretch here. The top 3 virtually on top of each other. Let's see here. Twister's still out front controlling this thing. I believe on that Team Twisted Yoshimura bike, if I'm not mistaken. Got Air Jordan ripping in 2nd here. Supite still hanging in. Not a lot of changes in the pack going down. Just going to keep it on this lead group and see what we can catch. Looks like they're latching onto a lapper here. It's going to be Pressure Applier. Give him 2 warnings, let him know the leaders are coming up on him shortly. And back to this lead group. Mr. Twister, Air Jordan, Supite in that order still. I mean, these guys are not making a single mistake. Good clean racing overall. A couple moments, obviously, but that's racing. Oh, as Supite's going to slide in the inside here. Get around Air Jordan. It's going to put Air Jordan into the 3rd position. But again, this is anyone's game. We're talking one crash could put someone out of this. These guys are riding really well. Lamastus latching onto the back of the group here. Be really curious if with 2 minutes he can kind of sneak his way into this battle. See if we have anything else going on. Got For Real and Gabe are battling for the 5th spot. Ryan Jr. trying to work his way into that mix. Audacity not far off of that as well. Back up front, Mr. Twister. Supite, Air Jordan. Kind of spreading out, fanning out a little bit now. Gonna warm Pressure Applier one more time here. Alright. Twister and Supite going at it here. 1 minute to go, so it looks like they're gonna maybe have 3 laps left here. Oh, Supite's gonna try to sneak on the inside. Air Jordan Hate to see it, just kind of fell off just a little bit. Not sure if he made a mistake or not. But back to these top two here, Twister and Supite. Really clean run there out of the sand. They're coming up on a lapper who's been warned, so I'm hoping he moves out of the way. Oh, that was a little controversial there. Gonna keep an eye on that one. Supite, your winner from round 2. Can he get it done again this week? I think he'd be the first back-to-back winner of the season. In both classes? No, I guess Axis 2 weeks in a row, but still an impressive feat from Supite here if he can hold it off. But I wouldn't count out Twister just yet. A lot of league racing experience, as is Air Jordan. So two guys who can definitely get in the mix. Oh, Twister, looks like he's going to kind of get a little bit closer here. Better run. He wants this win. Air Jordan staying right there in the mix with 1 lap to go. Might try to see if these top two guys... Oh! Supite, I'm going to have to send you a warning. Just a warning. Keep it clean. Don't want to ruin anyone's race here, especially as good as this one's been. 1 to go. Let's see how this one plays out. Ooh. Twister goes a little bit off to the right. Oh, Air Jordan back on the inside here. Oh my God, this is anyone's main event. Oh man. Over the Dragon's Back, triple in, into this bull turn. Oh, Jordan, it looks like Twister kind of got pushed, but it was no one's fault. Oh, Air Jordan gets reset. Oh no. God, oh, Twister. Oh no. And Supite is going to have the drive. He's going to take your win for round 3. Mr. Twister second, Air Jordan third, Lamastus fourth, Gabe H is in the 5th position here. Good ride from him. Kind of stayed out of trouble the whole main event. For real is going to be in the 6th spot. The Audacity, great ride there to be in the 7th spot. Ryan Jr. in 8th, Skinner 9th, and Pressure Applier and MX Mickey 10th and 11th. Obviously Luke Sparks was in this main event earlier. He would be the 12th place man there. So alright, Supite gets another win. That's 2 in a row. Great race to the 3 out front there. That was absolutely great racing all across the board. So really looking forward to seeing this 250 class from here on out. But we are going to go ahead and get our 450 A main coming up next. Alright, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining the stream. We just finished our 250A main, so we're going to get into the 450A main here. Should be starting the next 5 minutes. Alright everyone, thanks for your patience again. Looks like we got everyone in here, so we'll go ahead and get round 3, 450 A main underway. Got a bunch of quick guys racing with us tonight. A couple of G Fuel boys. See how everyone stacks up. Alright, I'm going to give these guys a couple seconds just to make sure everyone's ready here. Going down the lineup, we have JGR D-Dub, Afro J, Samuel YZB, Lanio 4007, Parker 7574, Axis, Mayhem Mayhe, Young Macadelic, Austin Edwards, Hockey Drew, I'm Xerex, and Yoshimura. Looks like everyone is readied up, so we're going to go ahead and get this one started. Let's drop the gate here, round 3. Gonna go on board with I'm Xerex here. Ooh, not a bad jump for him, but it looks like it's gonna be Austin Edwards to the turn first. Ooh. Austin Edwards in control of this thing early. Young Macadelic, Xerex up here as well. Your MXGP 2020 450 champion. Trying to get himself a Supercross main event win here. You got Yoshimura in the 4th spot, Samuel YZB 5th, Mayhem Mayhe 6th, Lanio 7th, Afro J 8th, JGR D-Dub 9th, Hockey Drew 10th, Parker 11th, Axis 12th. Yeah, looks like these guys went ahead and waited on the gate. Just a bunch of Cooper Webbs riding with some Derek Drakes out here. Good to see the fast guys with us, obviously. See what those boys can do, obviously work their way to the front of the pack. But for now, it's Austin Edwards out front, Yoshimura in the 2nd spot, Young Macadelic 3rd, who's really come onto the league racing scene this year, if I'm not mistaken, having some good results in, all leagues, AOSX, IOMA, our league. So really good racing this year by him so far. Xerex is still in this thing in 4th. Samuel, your defending champion, wearing the number 1. Good ride in 5th. So we got Lanio in the 6th position, Afro J 7th, Mayhem 8th, Hockey Drew 9th, Parker 10th, D-Dub 11th, and Axis in 12th. You won't hear that often, folks, but here we go. 18 minutes to go. Obviously, he's going to work himself up front. Ooh, Yoshimura, looks like Austin Edwards might have made a mistake. Yoshimura is going to go out front here, freshly on a PS5, so looks like he's picked up a little speed. Yoshi's always been fast, but definitely expect some, wins out of him this year for JGR. Definitely a guy that can mix it up in AOSX or IOMA with these G Fuel boys. So Samuel YZB looks like he worked his way into 2nd. Young Macadelic 3rd. I'm Xerex 4th. Austin Edwards falling back to 5th here, but so far a really good ride for him to put this thing out front early. Lanio 6th, Afro J 7th. Parker worked his way into the 8th spot. Hockey Drew in tow. Mayhem is about to get passed by Axis here, and our boy D-Dub absolutely shredding back here in 12th. Absolutely fried. Love to see it. Back out front, Yoshimura still controlling this thing. Ooh, Samuel goes off the track there. That's going to allow Young Macadelic to go by. And then Xerex as well into that podium position. I know that's not a mistake Sam wants to make, especially at this point in the main event, when he could really get out front and do some damage. So Austin Edwards is going to slide by Sam as well. Sam's going to go right back around the outside here Ooh, good defensive riding by Austin Edwards there. Samuel's going to slide up the inside, and good clean pass there. Ooh, those two are going at it. Back to the front. Looks like Yoshi's opening up some space here. Got young Macadelic putting in a solid ride still here in second. I'm Xerex, great showing. I know he'd be very happy with the third if he can hold this thing together. Samuel back into the fourth spot. Lanio, great ride here. Lanio raced 250s with us in MXGP, so stepping up to the 450 class with the big boys, making an A-main. Good ride for him there. Not a lot of changes up front. Looks like Sam's having a bit of a hard time keeping her on track so far tonight. Two JGR Team Fred teammates gonna go back and forth here for this final podium position. Really good racing. Now let's go to the back of the pack here. Let's check on our G Fuel guys, see how they're working their way through the field. Looks like Hockey got in front of Parker there, so he's latched on to 6th and 5th here. Gonna start sneaking his way up to the front here. He can start to see the leaders just a little bit. Parker's also gonna slide by Lanio here. Ooh, Hockey went down. I don't know if he endoed off of that Dragon's back or what, but gonna lose a little bit of time there. Axis is gonna slide up on the right hand side of him here. Still 15 minutes in this main event, plenty of time for these guys. But you know what, I hope for the rest of the field's sake that they can make it interesting for them. Yoshi's still out front controlling this thing. Great ride. He knows that those boys are coming back there, 7th, 8th, 9th, so he's going to try to make as much room as he can. He's definitely put himself in a good position. Young Macadelic 2nd, Samuel YZB 3rd. Xerex kind of settled into the 4th spot here. Still not a bad ride, plenty of time to go. Austin Edwards in tow here. Axis has worked his way up into the 6th spot. No surprise here as he'll continue to work his way, but he won't have it so easy with a couple of these guys up front. Xerex, Sam, Macadelic, and Yoshi I know will at least hang with that pace a little bit more. But let's see. Back down, Lanio still holding the 7th spot, getting a little wonky through that rhythm there. It's going to allow Parker and Hockey to kind of try to sneak up here. But, oh, Afro J is going to get on the inside of Hockey here. But Hockey, veteran move, holding his line there. Not a whole lot happening at the back. Oh, who disconnected? Trying to figure out who just disconnected. Not sure. We'll revisit that. Yoshimura still out front. No one contesting him yet. He's got about a rhythm and a half lead here on 2nd. Young Macadelic struggling through this rhythm just a little bit. It's going to allow Sam to sneak up on the back of him with 13 minutes left in this main event. Xerex still holding down the 4th spot with Austin Edwards 5th. But here he comes, folks. Axis in the 6th position. Gonna slide it up on the inside here and make the pass. Ooh. Now let's watch the man work here a little bit. The GOAT of the Supercross Series games, if you will, on PlayStation. Really cool to see these guys come out and race the league tonight. Axis is going to get a pretty good drive on the outside, but Xerex holding his line here. Xerex is going to roll the single, go double, triple, triple. Axis gets a better drive, kind of closes the door there. Xerex is going to sneak up the inside, try to hang with him. No doubt that Xerex and Samuel can definitely hang that pace. It's just a matter of how long they can do it. As we go back up to the front, it looks like Samuel has worked his way around young Macadelic now. The defending champ putting in a good ride. I think this would be his season best finish if I'm not mistaken. They still got quite a bit of room though for the man Yoshi out front, putting in a solid ride. Really flawless so far. Again, one of those guys that's one of the top dudes on PS4 in my opinion, or PS5 I should say now. But really good ride in this main event so far, but again, there's so much time left. Really have to see what these guys can do. So we got Axis in 5th. Something must have happened here. Went around, wow. Xerix working his way into the 4th spot now then. Really dropped off the pace here for Axis, not quite sure what happened. Afro J 7th. Parker and Hockey Drew, really surprised these guys haven't worked their way up a little bit further at this point, but nonetheless a good ride. Oh, Hockey's gonna get royally screwed there. Let's see, Lanio in the 9th spot, Afro J 10th, D-Dub, our king, our fried king, in the 11th spot, doing his thing. Back up front to Yoshi here. Oh, what in the world just happened? My apologies to Yoshi there, did not realize he was coming up on lap traffic, but it looks like he didn't really have too much of a hiccup there, was able to kind of get through those guys, but I'm going to keep a better look on that now. I'm going to go ahead and have to warn Parker here to let him know that Yoshi's coming through. Yoshi's still controlling this thing. Samuel YZB in 2nd, Young Macadelic 3rd, and Axis in 4th. Still got quite a bit of ground to make up. Xerix hanging with him in 5th as well. As Austin Edwards still in the 6th spot. Good race for him, right in the middle of the pack here. Hockey Drew and Parker trying to work their way through this field still. Let's see how Yoshi's doing here. Looks like he's got Parker in front of him, who can obviously run the pace. Just sent him a warning, just so he was aware the leader was potentially coming through. It's no slight on those guys, obviously, but Yoshi still, great ride here for him. Ooh, Yoshi gets a little scrub there. Kind of looked unintentional, but still a solid effort. As we kind of go back to these guys here, see what's going on. Samuel holding down the 2 spot. Young Macadelic 3rd. Axis in striking distance here. And you watch Axis's line choice. Really looks like he kind of picks these tracks apart. He knows his marks and where he needs to be, and just he's definitely hitting all of his marks through this main event, working his way up through the pack from dead last. But Young Macadelic holding his own here. Like I said, it hasn't been easy. These guys are at least putting up a good fight for the boys here. Got Yoshi still controlling this thing. Samuel YZB's got a bit of room. I don't think the goal at this point is to try to reel Yoshi in. Really, just settling in for 2nd here would be a good ride, but you guys know who's coming. Axis looks about 4 or 5 seconds off Sam here. See how long it takes. Young Macadelic keeping Axis honest here. Gonna try to latch on and see where the big man is making up time here. Xerix kind of got some room in 5th. Not a lot of moves happening still. Really surprised to see Hockey Drew 7th, Parker 8th. But looks like Yoshi worked his way around Parker here. I'm sure he moved over So Yoshi, 6 minutes left in this main event. And he's got plenty of time. Plenty of time on these guys. So Yoshi with 5 minutes to go. Just trying to keep it consistent. We're going to go back to second now. I see Samuel and Axis going at it here. See it from Axis's point of view. Two number ones out here. Oh, and Samuel is going to go off the track. That's going to allow Axis to get a clear track now. So let's see. With 5 minutes to go, Axis is going to have to put on an absolute charge to get to Yoshimura. I have no doubt he can do it, but Yoshi's been riding flawless all night. Haven't seen a single mistake out of him. Samuel in that third spot. Young Macadelic holding down the fourth spot. You'd think that Xerox could definitely catch up to him and maybe grab that fourth. Hockey Drew kind of isolated on an island in sixth. Austin Edwards in a G Fuel sandwich here, if you will. And this just goes to show you right here, Parker kind of keeping speed with Yoshi. Obviously has the pace. You know, sat on the line at the start of the race. You know, gave themselves a disadvantage, which, hey, respect, but didn't work out this time, unfortunately, for them. And we're going to go back up to the big man here, Axis, who still has a lot of time. I don't know if he's going to be able to get this one done. I'd be super impressed if he can. This would be Yoshi's first win, at least with JGR in an A main, so would be sick for him to see get it done here. Oh, as he goes off track, but good save. Axis still charging. Samuel, good ride in third. I think he'll be really pleased with this one overall. Keeps him in that points hunt, obviously. If you're new to our series or don't really kind of know the way we run things, we do have a one race drop program. So if you miss a round, it kind of gives you a little bit of grace. Obviously, real life shit happens and you can't beat every single one of these, but kind of keeps the points chase a little bit tighter. As we go to Young Macadelic now in the fourth position. Oh, slides out there. Looks like Hockey made his way around Xerox, but Xerox is not going to make it easy. Oh. Hockey is going to shut the door. As we go back up now. Axis. Don't think he's going to get it done with 2 minutes to go. Yoshi is going to have to absolutely throw this one out the window. Oh, Austin Edwards. Again, sorry to Yoshi, trying to keep track of everything going on through the field here. There's a lot of passes happening. Let's see, make sure he's got no one who's in front of him here. Yoshi's still out front. Gonna go ahead and warn Lanio here. Let him know Mr. Yoshi is coming through as he goes down, so it should allow Yoshimura to slide by pretty easily here. Yoshi's still controlling this thing. He's got a healthy gap over Axis. Really impressed with Yoshimura's ride tonight. He put it out front early. He knew what the goal was, and looks like he's going to get this thing done as long as he keeps her on 2. Samuel YZB still in that 3rd spot with Young Macadelic in 4th and Hockey Drew in 5th. Cool to see a couple different guys get up there in the mix. Obviously, you know, if this was a different league, you probably wouldn't see some of these G Fuel guys this far back, but like I said, hey, respect, trying to get some practice in, make the racing fun. Totally get it. Xerex, decent ride here in 6th. Don't think he'll be too bummed on this one. Parker in 7th, kind of just been stuck there for a little bit. Ooh, he goes to Corey there. Does a 360 no scope for the fans. Love to see it. Austin Edwards in 8th, falling back a little bit, but to be in this A main is solid for him. We're going to go up to our leader here. Final lap. Yoshimura looks like is going to get his first main event win of the season. Great ride for him. Axis is just going to fall a little bit short tonight, and he cleans Lanio, rightfully so, brother. Get it. Move the fucking dude. And Yoshimura is going to be your A main winner. Axis is going to come home with a P2 after a couple wins this year with us. Samuel YZB looks like he's going to round out the podium here. Oh, he gets reset, but I think he still has plenty of room. Sam's going to come home in 3rd. Young Macadelic 4th. Oh, Hockey, just one more lap might have had him for 4th there, but he's going to come in 5th. Xerex is going to round out in the 6th spot. And then most of the field's already been lapped, so 7th is Parker, Austin Edwards in 8th, Afro J in 9th, Lanio 10th, D-Dub 11th, and then Mayhem Mayhe was the 12th place rider. Not sure if he lagged out or rage quit there. But that is it. What a solid race there for those guys up front. Absolute banger there by Axis, 41.1. So definitely had the speed to catch Yoshi maybe in time, but don't want to take anything away from Yoshi there. That was a fantastic ride. Absolutely flawless out front. So congrats to him, and then to Samuel as well for the 3rd, which might be his season best to this point. So we appreciate everyone tuning in with us for round 3 of the JGR ESX Championship. We will catch you guys next week for round 4. Same day, same time, Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern. Get your sign-ups in. We usually open them up around Sunday, Monday. So hope to see you all there, and you guys have a good night.